Coming to you live from the luscious loins, Lapel, Indiana. It's Shipwreck Shep, and today, all the way in from Michigan, we got Hail Your Highness in the house.
Hi. Hey, what's up?
What's going down? How's the weather up there in Michigan?
It has been
It's actually perfect today.
Yeah, it's been perfect. It's like 70 degrees the past 2 days after being like
88.
yeah, 95 degrees,
Yeah, not fun.
which is wild and humid as all get out. It feels like fall. Like it's so great. Oh.
And you guys are like up there, right, in Michigan? Are you,
Yeah,
way up?
well, let me do this hand. We're like, no, I did it backwards again. We're like right here in Michigan. So like an hour and a half-ish south of the Mackinac Bridge. So
Okay.
Not quite the UP. Everyone always is like, oh, Northern Michigan, you're in the UP. And we're like, no, not quite. Not quite.
Right. So tomorrow you guys are dropping your highly anticipated single, Dandelion.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Yes, we are so excited. I can't believe it. I can't believe finally. We've been sitting on this song since like April of last year.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. We posted the demo of it last year just for fun, just to, see how people responded to it. And then we properly recorded it in June and have just been waiting and waiting and waiting, all that, You know how it goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're here though. It's time.
Yeah. Right? I know. It's wild.
And you guys made a music video too, right?
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Yep. We shot it all ourselves.
That's awesome. DIY. Woo. Heck
yeah.
And you're
DIY,
dropping that tomorrow too?
Yes. If everything goes well and our internet holds out, that living in the woods in northern Michigan is tricky still these days for Wi-Fi. But yeah, tomorrow. Everything will drop tomorrow.
That's awesome. And are you guys going to be going on a tour anytime soon?
Right now we're just kind of focusing on weekend runs throughout the fall. We're actually winding down here after next week. We're playing Sad Summerfest on Sunday in Pontiac, Michigan, which will be sick. And then we have a weekend in Traverse City and Marquette, Michigan, actually, which we are going to the UP, which is wild. Yeah. It's been like ages.
It's been a really long time.
Ages and ages, yeah. And then one show in August, and then we're taking a little bit of a break because we really need it. And just doing some weekend stuff, I think, throughout September and October. And then probably chilling over the holidays like you do.
Yeah.
And then I can't believe we're already planning for like the end of the year. It's wild.
Heck yeah. I saw you guys, you have a GoFundMe, right? You're working on getting a new van?
Yes. So we you can cut in whenever you want, Nikki.
Well, I mean, the cool thing is that we did end up getting a new van because we had no choice.
Yeah, it was kind of like you have to do this.
So we were lucky enough to find something like within days of our van like completely falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
And we were able to pay for half of it. And we're about, what is it?
We're like just under $1,200 away from fully having it paid off on the GoFundMe. So yeah, we were able to use like the first chunk of the GoFundMe to put a down payment on this van. So yeah, we're not that far away from having it fully paid off, which will be so sick.
Yeah.
So sick. Yeah. I mean, we did a run in May and we were driving back home. Well, actually, technically not home. It was from Chicago to Indy, actually. And about 20 minutes into the drive after the show in Chicago, it was like 12:30, maybe 1 a.m. And we heard this just like rattle, metallic slapping noise.
It's like a sound you don't want to hear.
Yeah, and we were like, oh no. No, we pull off the side of the road, right outside of Chicago, and try and see if there's anything visible, and there was nothing. Like, we couldn't find anything.
It
And
might have been visible if we would have known it was the fuel tank, because the sound was carrying primarily on like the passenger side.
yeah.
So, like I had a towel out. I was laying on the freaking ground like at 1 a.m. with a flashlight.
Yeah.
And people were just staring at us in
Yeah.
the parking lot
At a
of
gas
the
station.
And then, just kind of had to stomach it all the way back.
Yeah, it was a 3-hour drive of just this nice, high-pitched, metallic sound, when we pull in. But thankfully, when we got to Indy, a friend of ours who, knows everything about cars, came over, got up underneath of it, and he was like, your fuel tank bracket was so rusted, it snapped, and it was just going like this. So he ratchet strapped the fuel tank back to the fucking van. And,
yeah. And you got
made it home.
Yeah, and
He was
eventually you
like-
made it home, all right?
Yeah. He was like, if you get pulled over, just play dumb. And we were like, okay.
Like the whole ride home,
We're so paranoid.
we're already like keeping an eye out for cops.
Oh, gosh.
But it's
How
all
long
good.
did that van last you guys?
10 years.
Yeah,
Nice.
a long time.
Yeah.
That's
It
awesome.
Long
was,
time.
we were gutted. Like, we never, ever had, like, any, mechanical problems with it. Like, transmission was great. Engine was great. Like, everything except the AC. Like, that was our only downfall, was, like, really shitty or no AC a couple of summers, which was hard. But it was just cosmetic. Thank you, Michigan salty roads in the winter. It just heats your car.
Yeah, it's the same here. Do you guys have pothole problems up there too?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not as bad.
Not as bad.
Indy has
Yeah, Indy's
destroyed us a couple times. We're just like, holy shit.
I know. Yeah, we'll be driving. I can't remember which road it is. Oh God, it starts with an E. One of the main ones.
Emerson Avenue.
Emerson
No.
Avenue. Anytime we have to take Emerson, I'm just like,
Yeah.
how? How? Oh, so many of our friends have just been like, we've gotten flat tires so many times, and I'm just like, please no flat tires, please no flat tires. Like, every time we hit a bump, it's just like, I'm so sorry, man, I'm so sorry.
Right?
But yeah,
Did you? Are you guys gonna name the new van? You guys do that?
yes, we do.
Well, like, it's funny because for as long as we had our old van, we just called her like our girl.
Right, old
She was
girl.
just a girl.
Yeah,
And when we got rid of her, I cried for a whole day.
it was
just
was
felt
hard.
It was
It
hard
was really
watching
hard.
somebody else get in our vehicle and drive away. I was like, I'm fucking gutted. I can't do this. And then we saw our friend, one of our really good friends, the day we got it, we were driving through town, and he skateboarded around the corner, and he was like, the Wonder Van.
Yeah,
And so she's our
she's our Wonder Girl. Yeah,
We loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, couple interesting questions I got for you. So, what is your guys' writing process like?
It varies. See, for Dandelion, what was really interesting is it was April of last year, we had recently lost someone to, they had taken their life, and that had hit us really hard. And we were practicing one day, and we were just feeling super defeated. And we were like, let's just take a break, take a breather, acknowledge your feelings, quit trying to force work. And Nikki had ran inside to, I don't even know, to go to the bathroom.
Probably
maybe.
just try and stop myself from crying.
Yeah.
Because that was the kind of day it was.
And I was just still out here, just messing around, playing something. Like, we don't take the time to just play for fun as much as we should. And started messing with this little riff. And Nikki was like, hey, why don't you just record that right into the iPad, and we'll have it as a reference. And I was like, okay. And did that. And, not we have our entire professional studio out here, but no, it was just right into the iPad mic, like it just grungy lo-fi, and
you can hear the motor of the iPad
Yep.
running in the background.
yeah, and she started like real time just making this beat to go with it. And I whipped out my phone and started, taking little videos for memos, and we just like threw up a TikTok video of writing a song real time, and which we never do that. We
No.
wrote the entire song in 30 minutes, like music, lyrics, everything, just exactly how we were feeling. Wrote it down. Nikki had a verse, I wrote my verse, and then a chorus, and that was probably one of the easiest songwriting sessions we've had in a really long time.
And like a lot of the time we actually don't write collectively
Right.
together. Like we don't sit down and write together. A lot of the time I'll build stuff and like present it to Justin and pick whatever you like.
Yeah.
And so we do have a pretty separate workflow these days just
Yeah.
because we're only
There's
two
so much
people,
going on.
and one of us has to be running while the other's working at all
Mhm.
times.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, so it is usually Nikki will like build an idea, and then I'll write guitar over top of it, and then we do melody, you hum along nonsense, and then lyrics. Like we both have voice memos and notes on our phones of just oh, that would be a cool lyric, or that's a cool concept. And so we always have something to pull from, or at least we try to. But yeah, it was this time around for Dandelion was just completely real time. We didn't change anything.
well, it was
Like-
cool. Like for Dandy, it
Mhm.
was a collective energy
Yeah,
instead of working separate. So
yeah,
it was like I had my partner to work with. And it's rare when we get to actually really sit down and work together.
right.
So that's probably why it flowed as quickly as it did.
Mhm.
And it felt very like comforting to almost have this conversation with our friends, even though they're no longer here, and like still make it feel like even they were a part of the
Yeah.
writing process,
Right.
which was a new experience for us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was really
Yeah,
beautiful.
it was, especially, like as sisters and as working partners and, just human beings, we don't take that time to just like sit down and collectively feel together as
Yeah.
much as we should, because we're just go, go, go nonstop. It's like there's always something to do, and we have had to force ourselves to just stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow down, be a human being
Mhm.
for, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour if
Mhm.
you're lucky,
Mhm.
So yeah, this process was really special for us.
Mhm.
That's awesome. I'm really looking forward to this single. And
Thank you.
for those that haven't seen you here in Indy, you guys have played here quite a bit over the years. How long have
Yeah.
you guys been working together? Like how long have woof, Hail Your Highness been playing?
Yeah,
We say wolf all the time.
we
so
say
that-
wolf. Yeah, it's great to hear
Oh,
wolf in
yeah.
the wild.
Bunch of girlfriend wolf.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, well, we
Being sisters,
Yeah.
it's been a while.
Hell yeah.
But like technically,
as
as Hail Your
us
Highness,
right now,
Yeah.
like the two-piece.
the two-piece has been since 2016
Okay.
officially. We have been playing like in this band for Nikki was 13 and I was 16.
Yeah.
So
I mean, if you want to like take it
over 15 years.
back,
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
when Justin and I would
Little
record
children.
ourselves,
Yeah.
pretend singing and playing
Oh, yeah.
other music. That was our first band. So,
Nikki had like
you
a
know.
little 4-piece electric drum kit, and then we had the keyboard where you could just like hit one key and it would make the entire melody, and then you hit another key, you're like, I'm a fucking piano player, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of home videos of us doing that,
Yeah.
pretending we're in a music video.
And
Heck
now
yeah.
we're making real ones. Now we have to make real ones for
Right.
content.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I respect the fact that you guys do them yourself too. That's really cool.
Thank you.
That's
Yes,
awesome.
Thank you. It keeps the cost down. Like if I could hire someone to do it, I totally would.
Oh, yeah.
But oh my god, yeah. We never are this last minute either. I'm just like,
No.
oh my god, life just hits so hard sometimes, especially
yeah.
when you're just a little, 2-person team with our manager. It's just like, oh my god. Sometimes, like during release times, the workload is
Mhm.
just a little too much.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite venue here in Indy that you like to play?
Oh man. See, we played Hi-Fi
Yeah.
one time for Virginia Avenue Fest
Mhm.
back in 20.
19?
No, I think it was 17. It was either
Whoa.
2017 or 2018.
Okay.
And it was so sick. We would love to get back at Hi-Fi. That would be so fun. But yeah, I mean, Healer's really cool. Like that's such a unique place. Like
Mhm.
so much to look at.
Oh, yeah.
Changes all the time. And we just heard of a newer one, the Quantum Cavern, I think is what it's called.
Oh,
That looks sick. I think that's what it's called. It looks really cool, kind of in the same vein as Healer, like very art vibes. There's like projection, and it looks like you're in a spaceship, kind of.
Oh,
So it's
that
like,
place.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it's like it's a vibe for sure, as the kids would say. But yeah, that looks super cool. I mean, we haven't played the Dome in ages. Like we need to get back at the Dome.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I love playing there.
Yeah, it's a good time. I mean, I remember the first time we played there. I think it was in 2016, and we were so excited. We were like, "Oh my god, we're playing the Hoosier Dome! We get to play
So
the
that's
Hoosier
where
Dome!"
like a lot of bigger name bands were coming through, and we were kind of still like touring with the heavy scene. So like,
Yeah,
we thought we were, cool
we
kids.
made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fun. Andrea's great. She's taken such good care of us over the years and giving us the opportunity to play there. But yeah, I mean, we'd love to play Square Cat again.
Yes.
Their expansion looks awesome. Looks so cool. We'd love to just keep working our way up in indie. It seems like we've played just about all the places you can play, like as a band, our level. That we'd really like to play Black Circle.
Yeah.
So-
Heck yeah. It's really
Yeah.
awesome there.
Yeah, that's what we've heard. We really, really would like to play Black Circle.
Taking
and
notes.
then- right? Yeah. Hit us up. Yeah, and just keep working our way up. That's kind of what we've been doing here in Michigan. It was really hard for a while to get shows in our own home state. So Indy adopted us for a good chunk of the past like 5-6 years.
Yeah.
To the point where we would always like joke, like Indy is our adopted second home,
That's awesome.
So yeah, we love Indy. We record in Indy a lot. If we're not doing it up here,
That's where a lot of our friends are.
yeah, a lot. That's like it is. It truly is our second home base.
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we love coming to Indy.
Yes.
It's been such a long time. It feels like it is our home away from home for sure.
We know, like, we have favorite places.
Oh yeah.
To go to. So.
So I'm gonna hit you with I know we don't have much time, so I want to hit you with my favorite question. What is the
All right.
best advice you guys have ever been given?
Oh man, that's gonna make me think. Advice.
Best advice you've ever been given.
Best advice. I remember it wasn't necessarily advice. This is just what popped into my head.
Okay.
You can think while
I'm
I'm
drawing a
talking.
blank. Like, oh my god.
One of our all-time favorite bands ever completely changed our lives. Architects.
Oh,
Bruh, Yeah, from Brighton, UK, our boys. The first time we got to see them live was in Lansing, Michigan at the Loft. No longer exists. That venue doesn't exist anymore. Back, I think it was 2014. And it's a small venue. Like, they were opening for Let Live at the time.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know, maybe 250, maybe 300 capacity room.
Yeah.
And we got to stand side stage and watch. And we're very, at least I am. Nikki's a little bit braver than me, like very socially awkward, like shy people out in public, especially when like you're seeing someone that has truly changed your life and you're like, they're just a human. They're just a human like me. And Nikki got the courage after the show. They were actually at their merch table. The lead singer was.
You're telling my story, man.
I'm sorry. It's the first one that popped into my head. And she essentially said something along the lines of, like, your music helped me through probably some of the darkest points in my life. And Sam, the lead singer, said back to her, he's like, it wasn't our music. You were the one who got yourself through. Our music was just the soundtrack to you getting yourself through your hard times. And like that has always stuck with me, just life in general. But then when it comes to writing our own music, like you could be someone's life soundtrack.
Absolutely.
You know, and like not taking that for granted, regardless of like how many streams a song has or how many people come to see you at a show. Like it could just be one person's life who you are literally, your music is holding their hand, you know, so to speak, through the good times, and more importantly, even the really difficult, shitty times when you just need someone there. But a lot of the times you don't have a physical person, so what do? You put on your favorite band, you put on your favorite song as comfort, you know, as guidance. Like, what the fuck do I do? You know, put the song on, put the band on. And so that has kind of always, I remember that so vividly and so frequently when it comes to writing music. So just knowing that you could be someone's soundtrack for a very important time in their life. That's mine.
That's an excellent answer.
I mean, in a really roundabout way, it's funny you would pick Sam. I picked Davey from Kids in the Way.
Yeah.
Not so much anything specifically he said, but Kids in the Way as a band was such an example of just like everything they did made me believe I could do it too as a musician, as like a 13-year-old kid seeing them for the first time in freaking Ohio.
That wasn't for
what
the
was the alley show?
That was Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant. Just like having such good examples and having that instill in me to just like be a decent fucking human and
give a shit to talk to the people who love your music.
Take time with people who come and see you and have things to share with you and are excited about it.
You're never too cool.
You know, we're always tired. We haven't eaten and like, but somebody could come share something really sweet with you, and that can give you just that little extra boost of love to get
That's awesome.
Everything.
And what's awesome too, Kids in the Way is probably the reason we started a band.
Yeah.
And they're also from Indianapolis.
Yes.
So like they're OG indie band.
Yeah.
So it's just really interesting, like the full circle moments that we have with indie.
Yeah.
And like it's really cool. Like the band that we fell in love with that made us want to start a band was from indie. And then, you know, years later that becomes our second home and we record there. You know, it's really cool.
Yeah.
That is really freaking cool. Oh yeah. The Sisters of Indie. That's awesome.
There you go.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you coming on. And for those watching and that will be watching this on YouTube and whatnot, make sure you go check out Hail Your Highness on Facebook. I went ahead and put the link on here for the single that's getting dropped tomorrow. And Be sure to get. It's going to be on Spotify and all. Like,
Oh yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Everything.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to checking out the video and hearing the new song. So thank you again so
Yeah.
much for coming on, and
Thank you.
Yeah.
look forward to you guys coming back to Indy.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
hopefully soon. Fingers crossed we make it back for at least one show in fall.
Yeah.
Like that's the goal.
Heck yeah. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Well, again, thank you guys, and you're the
Thank
bomb.
you.
And
Oh, thanks, Chef.
heck yeah. Good. Have a great night, and
Thank you. You too.
we'll see you soon. All right.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Yes.
Throw